Okay, welcome in, my beautiful butterflies. This is episode 2 for fibromyalgia. I did tell you in our last episode, the first episode, I was going to explain to you about the spoon theory. Okay, and again, I don't know how many of you already know about the spoon theory, but let me tell you about some things that we experience and why you might need the spoon theory. Okay. Um, with fibromyalgia, unfortunately, we experience widespread pain and fatigue, sensory hypersensitivity, cognitive difficulties, mood changes, just to name a few. Actually, there's quite a few, but I'm just going to go over those few. So the widespread pain and fatigue is the hallmark symptoms of fibromyalgia and can significantly impact daily life, leading to misunderstandings from those who haven't experienced them. Okay, meaning because of us not reaching the 5 REM sleep, which most people reach, normal people reach, we don't reach that. So when we wake up in the morning after 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, we are still exhausted. And that's because we are fatigued. And that's just part of our life. The sensory hypersensitivity is people with fibromyalgia have a heightened sensitivity to light, sound, touch, or even temperature, which can make them overly or make it seem like they're overly sensitive and react to certain stimuli. Meaning, you might go in someone's house and it might be extremely cold, you're freezing, where they feel just fine. It might be a little cool, but we might be freezing, or we might go to someone's house and it's hot and it's hard to breathe. And they feel like knock it off. It's not that hot. Can't knock it off. It really is that hot to us. The cognitive difficulties. Now that is something where we're getting ready to say something and we forget what we're going to say, or we've made tea a million times and we go in the kitchen and we're like, wait, what did I come in here for again? Um, and what do you think we call that, you guys? I'll give you a couple seconds because everybody know. I know you guys know it. I know you know it because we laugh at ourselves. That's it. You're right. That's it. Brain fog. And that is the difficulty with focusing and concentration. Um, and that's really common because it's kind of hard to explain to other people that I know what I want to say. I just kind of forgot, especially when we have been on our A game all of our life. We've been 5-star Michelin. We got it going on. Okay. And because we have it going on, because we're cute, because we know what we're doing, because we've been in power, it's very difficult for people to see us through a different lens, as well as it's hard for ourselves to see ourselves through this lens. Um, Now, another thing is the mood changes. So, fibromyalgia is associated with the mood disorders like depression and anxiety, which because of those things, it depends on how we interact. It shapes how we interact with people. I wouldn't really say they do say depression and anxiety. I don't really consider that because I don't really feel like I'm depressed. I feel like I get sad sometimes, not all the time, but every now and then, every 6 months or so, I feel like, wow, like I used to manage a whole store with like 600 employees. And now, mm, okay. So sometimes things like that, but I don't uh, have any experience with like depression or anything like that, but a lot of people do, and I understand why and how you could, because this can really tear you down. Not to mention, they talk about a lot of anxiety. I have not really experienced the anxiety, so to speak. Um, and a lot of people experience that as well. My thing is mainly like if I'm watching TV or I'm watching a TV show or a movie or I'm doing something and then my dogs are just like running around crazy and they're fighting each other. I have 3 dogs, by the way, a 7-year-old German Shepherd, a Dutch German Shepherd, a 6-year-old German Shepherd, and a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois. Yeah, I love dogs. And they're beautiful and I love them, but sometimes having 3 large dogs that are indoors, not outdoors, it's a lot to manage. And sometimes I'm like, okay, like, dude, sit down. Like, take 5 minutes, okay, to yourself. Like, sit down, you guys. And they look at me like, what's wrong with you? And it's just like they're doing too much. I'm trying to watch TV or I'm, what have you. So it becomes too much for me. So I don't consider that anxiety. I consider that I'm trying to focus and I'm trying to concentrate, just like if you had little children and all of a sudden your kids were just arguing back and forth with each other and you're like, can you guys please settle down? So it's kind of the same thing. So as far as the spoons, this is what I love. I love the spoon theory. As I told you on the last video, the spoon theory works for me and it may work for you, and that's why I wanted to share it. People normally start off with 12 spoons. I shouldn't say normally, but the theory is 12 spoons. I have kind of revamped it to 8 spoons, meaning every morning I wake up, I say, when I go to bed at night, I'm recharging, right? So in the morning, I'm hoping to have 8 spoons. And if I have 8 spoons equal energy. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time, you guys. 8 spoons equal the amount of energy you have that day to utilize. So, say you go to bed and you wake up and you have 8 spoons and you had a great night's rest. Yeah, that doesn't happen. But you wake up and you say, okay, I have 8 spoons. Okay, I have to go put gas in my car. I have to cook dinner and I have to go buy the cleaners, right? Well, you have to divvy up spoons, divide those spoons into the things that you have to do. Now, you might only wake up in the morning and say you only have 6 spoons. Okay? So if you have 3 things to do and each spoon takes 2 spoons, then you're out of spoons. So that means you can't do anything anymore. You need to rest and you need to recoup. Now, you can have 6 spoons, and each spoon, the task is only going to take 1 spoon, right? So then you have 3 spoons left. So, like, what am I going to do with these 3 spoons? Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to take a bubble bath and I'm going to watch my favorite show and I'm going to wash my hair and I'm going to utilize those 3 spoons. So, on the daily, when you use your spoons, like as I said, they equate to energy and how much energy you have per day. So, the only way you can get more spoons, right, is to get more rest or to do something that's going to make you mentally and physically feel empowered to do more. And what I mean by mentally and physically is your brain and your body have to align, right? We're very aware of that. People say, oh, you need to exercise. Oh, you need to walk. Oh, you should hop on a treadmill. No, you hop on a treadmill. You exercise because my body is saying no. My mind is telling me yes, but my body's telling me no. So when that happens, you have to listen to your body. And I know it's hard because we've always been able to go, 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 go and run. And now all of a sudden we're having to look at ourselves and say, hey, wait a minute. And I know you guys are saying, look, misunderstood. Like, it's easy for you to say, I'm telling you, I have been in a position where there have been mornings where I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, I don't have any spoons today. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay if you don't have any spoons, because if you don't have anything that is pressing that has to be done and you have other people that you can count on, then you lean on those people, lean into them, lean into your family, your loved ones, your husband, your daughter, your son, your grandkids, your niece, your nephew, whomever. Lean into them and they will help you. Okay? And that's what I do. I lean into my loved ones when there's things that need to be done or that I feel need to be done. Because the problem I found is my sense of importance and urgency isn't the same as somebody else's. And It's not easy to try to light that fire under someone else to have the same importance on an issue or situation that you do. Then that feel the same way you do. So, and that's okay because we're all different. But just explain to them the importance of what you want done. Give them more time than it would take for you to do something. Like, you know how we are. We can zip, 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 zip and get something done. At least we used to be able to. Now it takes us a little bit longer. So if you're asking somebody else to do something for you, whomever it may be, okay, give them a little more of a grace period. Maybe you might want to say, um, today, can you take those curtains down and put these new ones up for me? And give them a time, give them a time period. Can you do this, by maybe tomorrow evening? And then you'll feel better and you won't feel so stressed or anxious because you're like, oh, they didn't do it, and I know they don't want to do it, and I don't want to ask. Ask, ask. It's okay to ask people to help you. It's okay to ask people to do things for you. It's okay to let people know that you need assistance. So I want you to know that. I want you to know that it's okay, and I don't want any of you to feel bad, sad, mad, moody, blue about having to extend your hand, phone, voice to ask for assistance. It's okay. Everybody needs assistance. And of all ages, fibromyalgia hits people from all ages. I've seen them from young to old. I'm retirement age, right? So, but I have seen young women who are in their 20s with fibromyalgia, and it just crushes my heart. It really does. But I am very blessed. I do have four beautiful children, and they do help me um, daily or whenever I ask for help. They help me with everything, anything and everything I need assistance with. So I am truly blessed. Um, and I do have people in my life who love me and care about me also, who help me. And whatever I need help with, they're there. They are like ASAP there. Even starting this channel, getting kind of teary. Even starting this channel, I had people help me and buy me things like my Yeti. I have this Yeti, Blue Yeti microphone. I got a Logic camera. I got a ring light, a new laptop. I just have so much to be blessed for. And I think when we think back about it, if we take a few minutes out of our day to be thankful and to thank God that we're blessed to be able to wake up every morning, open our eyes, everything is harder for us. And that's understandable. Driving, walking, there's certain things that we can't do the way we used to, getting on a bicycle and riding a bike or running or jogging or things of that nature. But we can get back to that eventually. We can do some of that eventually. And everything, it just takes time. You got to crawl before you can walk, remember? And there's only one way to eat an elephant, and that is one spoonful at a time. And the world is a marathon, not a race. So if we remember that, I think it will help us get through life, most definitely. Um, Let me tell you exactly what the spoon theory, exactly the definition is. The spoon theory is a metaphor describing the amount of physical or mental energy that a person has available for daily activities, tasks, and how it can become limited. The term was coined in in 2003 essay by American writer Christine Miserandino. In the essay, Miserandino describes her experience with chronic illness, using a handful of spoons as a metaphor for a unit of energy available to perform everyday actions. The metaphor has since been used to describe a wide range of disabilities, mental health issues, forms of marginalization, and other factors that might place unseen burdens on individuals. So, again, that's what the spoon theory is. Um, I'll go into more detail about it when my channel goes live, and that way you can ask any questions that you might have. Um, I just want you to know that you're not alone. It's not an invisible disease. I see you. I know you're in pain. I know you're hurt, and we can get through it together. So again, God bless. Until my next episode. Love you, butterflies.